you really think people are going to fall for this?
I don't see why not. I mean, they believe that we made and ate tea cakes and scones, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, oh god, how fast am I going to have to go? Give me the water, give me the water.
Oh, here, That'll be believable.
Yeah.
Go!
That's good, that's good. Right, come on. Jesus Christ, this is hard.
You can do it. Come on, go. Push yourself.
How long for?
Oh, you know what? Let's do it. Yeah. Cut.
God.
I think they'll believe that.
Jesus Christ, that's hard. How do people do that?
Now do me. Come on.
Right. Okay, give me the camera.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go.
Here we go. Ready?
Yep, okay, so just go as hard as fast as you can. Hard as fast as you can.
Is that the doorbell? Pizza!
Alright, let's do you later. We'll do yours afterwards.
Yeah.
We'll go and get the pizza done. And yeah, sorted.
You don't think that they heard the audio out of this?
Nah.
You cut that out, right?
What do you think I am? Some sort of bloody idiot? Of course I turned it off.
Okay, good. Let's go.
Alright. We didn't end up having pizza.
No.
Despite the fact that there's a pizza place right next door. We actually ended up having a really beautiful salad, which interestingly Heidi will get onto later. She's going to show you all what we made, just to show you actually that salads can be tasty and easy to make. We're not really used to doing the vlog style talking head videos. Unfortunately, our video went on very, very long. So the salad video we're going to upload as a separate upload. No silly intros or anything like that. Just a quick upload to give you the info on the salad that we promised in this video. So back to it, and yeah, sorry about that. We'll try and keep the time down in the future. Bye. No, I mean, I'm sure we're not the first channel that have ever done a how you're staying sane and fit and healthy and stuff during lockdown, but yeah, this is our take on it. We've got a few things. We're constantly doing projects. I think we said it in our intro video, and we figured we'd show people what we do, huh?
Yeah. How we stay sane.
Yeah. And fit and healthy, especially when we're going to eat, scones and tea cakes and all the other loveliness that we're going to make in the future on the channel. So without further ado, this is part one of our series of how to stay sane, fit, healthy, and not kill each other during lockdown. Yeah, health.
Enjoy.
So assuming your pandemic is the run-of-the-mill, wear a mask, stay home, don't touch people inappropriately, kind.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, yes. Face mask. What's the one? What do they do in the UK?
Keep your distance. Wash your hands.
They have a thing, don't they? Anyway,
yeah.
It doesn't matter. Assuming it's normal, like what we've grown to refer to as a normal everyday pandemic, and it isn't the one where you make Keithers eating a dodgy bratwurst and now wants your brains for dessert, then this is probably the video series for you. If it's the second one, then
you might need some help.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead. And get yourself to the nearest pub, apparently. That's a good way to do it. Oh, and avoid hurling records at them. They don't seem to react very well to that. So, little backstory. Up until 2016, I weighed the princely sum of 20 stone. That is 130 kilos near as damn it, or 3,500 weight, or whatever the hell it is in American numbers. But no, I weighed about 20 stone, and I had done for a long time. I was very unhealthy. Was never 100% happy with myself, but never kind of had the wherewithal to do anything about it. I tried fad diets, I suppose, and I convinced myself that it wasn't going to be a clothes source this time. It was going to be an exercise bike. Mm-hmm. And then I just never got around to doing it. There was always some excuse anyway. So I'll show you a picture. No, I won't cover up Heidi. Here. I'll show you a picture here of how I used to look. It's quite a marked difference. But yeah, and
with me, I've struggled with my weight in the past. I just couldn't lose weight, but I didn't know that I had a thyroid problem. And until I went to the doctor and had tests done that I had a thyroid problem under stimulated thyroid. When I took medication, then it helped, and also with sports as well.
Yeah, exactly. So Heidi was able to sort out her own sort of weight issues through medicine, helping enough that diet would help. Diet and exercise would then behave normally for her, whereas before she was doing all of this exercise and stuff, and it just wasn't bloody helping at all. Me, I did not have a medical condition. What I had was an eating condition. So I was able to sort that out by treating myself.
Why do you think you ate too much then?
Oh, okay. I guess I was always really, really sporty growing up, and sporty family, constant activities, multiple sports teams, multiple everything. And I guess I could eat anything. I had kind of like the metabolism of a small thermonuclear reactor, like most teenagers and kids do, or young people. Young people, he says, like an old man. And yeah, so it didn't matter what I threw at myself. Like my metabolism and my sporty nature would just burn it all off. And then, like, I guess life happened, right? I got married young, I had kids young, and I was working a lot, and I didn't kind of notice that my metabolism, I mean, bless it, it kept up the good fight for a good while. But then all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden at all. You never pay attention to yourself, and I don't think in that way. You don't notice. Other people will notice and say, "Oh, you lost a load of weight," or "Oh, you've gained a load of weight." But it's gradual for you. You don't see it happening, and so by the time it happened, by the time I noticed, it was kind of too late, and my metabolism had gone. No, it was little flags being waved, and it was done and dusted. Yeah.
Right.
When you're younger, you can eat what you like, drink what you like, and still climb into your 26-inch waist trousers and zip them closed. Then you reach that age, 24, 25. Your muscles give up, they wave a little white flag, and without any warning at all, you're suddenly a fat bastard.
Why are we doing this video at all? I mean, we have people tell us or ask us, because we're baking all the time, we're giving scones and tea cakes and cake to our friends, and they're thinking, why are you not huge?
Yeah, it's true.
You know?
Yeah.
And we want to talk about our life, why we aren't huge, I guess, and despite the fact that we're cooking and baking on a regular basis.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the things we definitely don't do is we don't deny ourselves anything.
No.
Which is not to suggest that we're hedonistic in any way, shape, or form, but if the mood takes us for some cookies or some scones or even some tea cakes, check out the video. If the mood takes us for those things, then we'll do it. We'll just do it. I mean, but everything in moderation. Like, we don't eat everything. We give most of the stuff away.
Yes.
We have some bits of it. If the pandemic allows us to have guests, then we'll try and time it so that we've got something made for when guests arrive, so that we're sharing it. But we don't deny ourselves anything. We just don't.
And that's part of the fun of baking, is that we get to share the love, and other people get to try it too.
Yeah, exactly.
And spread the happiness.
Yeah, and it falls into the concept of projects that we like to do together, and it gives us that ability to have a treat, but not go mental with it. You know?
Yeah.
But that's the biggest thing. Don't deny yourself. If you need a treat, have a treat. Don't feel guilty about it. Just enjoy it.
Cooking and baking aside, we don't give each other a pass. We train every day, and we kind of make fun of each other if, let's say, the other one is too tired to train, and we just say, no, we're going to do this today.
Yeah, that's
motivate
true.
each other.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. We just sort of made it an integral part of our daily routine. And like Heidi says, we just take the piss out of each other constantly. If one of us can't be honest, then the other one just mocks them until, I don't know. I guess we train shame each other.
Yes. I want to prove him wrong when he says, "Oh no, I guess you don't have to." I kind of
don't need to. It's all good.
Yeah.
If you're feeling
tired,
you don't train.
Yeah.
That's okay. You have a lie down.
Yeah.
I'll train.
Yeah, and that's exactly when I say, right, we're going to train right now.
Yeah. Which is then screws me over because that's not what I want. I normally want to wait a while, but yeah, okay. Yeah, so on top of that, we add lots of other exercise into our day. I mean, training is routine. That's fine. It's fun, but it's routine.
Work.
Yeah, it's something that we plan for. Whereas we have, and she's over there. You guys can't see her, but we've got Daisy. So we take her out for walks, and we go and get a nice coffee and treat ourselves for a coffee on the move as we're going around. And we just, we've got bikes. We go out for bike rides, and we just try and stay as active as we can.
Yeah.
I think it's important because if it's just training, it's it becomes a chore. So yeah, we try and avoid that.
Yeah, exactly. Part of the problem with diet is you're constantly depriving yourself of what you really want. And you're punishing yourself because you say, I want to get into this dress, I want to get in this bikini, I want to get into this fantastic Deadpool costume, see picture. And then you're constantly thinking about what you shouldn't have. Depriving yourself of the tasty things.
Yeah.
And that's not the way that it should be. So this is the reason, in our opinion, why diets fail. Because you're constantly depriving yourself of food that you think is bad. If you force yourself to not have certain things, then you're going to constantly crave it.
Yeah, I mean, we believe that cravings are the body's way of telling you that it needs something, right? And if you constantly deny yourself, then it just makes the craving stronger and stronger and stronger because your body isn't getting the thing it needs.
Yeah.
Right? So it makes sense that if you are craving something strongly, allow yourself to have it. Just moderate it. Don't have all of it. You know, if you need chocolate, have a bar of chocolate. Don't have all of the chocolate. Just, you know, have a bar. You know, have a piece. Like, I mean, Heidi can have a piece of chocolate, like a single piece. I can't. I will eat the fridge completely empty of chocolate. The cupboards will be bare. That's me. But Heidi can have a piece. You can just have a single piece of chocolate. I can't do that.
If I crave it, I have the piece, and then I put it away, and then the craving's gone.
She can put away eat a chunk and then wrap the other chunk. I don't know how she does it. I can't do that. I will have to have a bar of chocolate. The bar.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
But because then after you have that bar of chocolate, then you're good, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
So that leads into kind of like the biggest revelation I had when I was going through my exercise and sort of losing the weight, which was, I was always told, finish your plate, clear your plate. I think everyone's told that, right? I mean, you told it.
I think our generation,
it's clear your plate. You always be grateful for what you've had and you clear your plate.
Yeah.
You know, be grateful for what you had, but you don't necessarily need to clear your plate, especially if your plate has a mountain of food on it. And I think that's the biggest thing I learned through my weight loss journey was to eat until I'm not hungry anymore, right? Don't eat until I'm full, which sounds really simple, but I would always clear my plate like a good little boy, and I would eat until I was full. Like I can't, I'm stuffed, like Mr. Creosote from Monty Python. You know, I couldn't possibly eat another thing. And then somebody would come along with a wafer Thin Mint and I would feel like crap. But it's true though, isn't it? I mean, like, you don't want to do it. You eat until you're not hungry no more. And it's the same, you know, it's the same, whatever it is. It's the same with a chocolate bar. Doesn't matter. Just have a little piece until you, okay, craving's gone.
Yeah.
And that's
Just
fine.
listening to your body.
Yeah.
Say, am I full? Have I had enough?
Yeah.
I think most people, like you said, they clear their plate, and once they've done that, then they think, oh God, I've eaten too much. Yeah. And just to be aware of that before it gets that far. So I think guilt is also a big factor, and it's important to not beat yourself up about it. If you have that bar of chocolate, don't say, oh God, I'm going to gain 5 pounds now and I feel disgusting. Don't beat yourself up over it. If you can't train that one day, then you can't. You get back on it the next day. I think the worst thing you can do is say, that's it, I'm not going to do it anymore. Or if you say, I'm going to do twice as much training next week, because that's never going to happen, and you're only fooling yourself if you do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll train double next week. It's just like, no, you won't.
No,
You didn't train once this week. Why would you suddenly train twice next week? I mean,
just get back on it the next day.
Yeah,
really.
exactly. Just get back into your routine as fast as you can. But just enjoy it. Don't beat yourself up, like Heidi says. Don't beat yourself up about it.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that too. I'm be honest with you, is that I do that.
She does.
You just have to say no, my body obviously needed that, and just get back on it the next day. Yeah.
It could be that your body needs a rest. It could be that your body needs a snack. Just let your body sort of lead you, I guess. But try and keep it in check. Yeah, don't let it run away, or not run away, as the case may be.
Keep it moving.
Let it run away. Let it run, just not away.
Yes, exactly. There you go.
So, our recommendation: build your routine. You know, humans are habitual. We all are. So build your routine. Make it something that you do every day. But stick to it. It's why it's a routine, right? It's routine because it's normal. So if you, Christ, no one's expecting people to be a lunatic and train 7 days a week like we do. Most people will tell you that's probably quite bad, that you shouldn't train 7 days a week. But you know, it is what it is.
That's our routine. Yeah.
But you know, if you know that you can guarantee that you can train twice a week, right? It doesn't matter whatever else happens, come rain or shine, come what may, I can train twice a week. well, then that's what you train. You train twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and include the food in your routine. So if you could have told me, if you speak to Fat Dave, you ever go back in time and speak to Fat Dave, and tell him that in a couple of years he's going to absolutely look forward to and enjoy 30 minutes of high intensity training and a salad
Afterwards,
then he would
it's a
just
treat.
just be just on the floor laughing at you. I mean, that's just ridiculous, but it's true. The things, because of the routine that we've built, it's kind of become what I look forward to and what I thoroughly enjoy now has totally changed.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want to be preachy about it. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's not rocket science what we're doing. We're taking in less calories than we're burning off. It's fairly simple. And as we said before, unless you've got like an underlying medical condition that stops that from working, for most people, eat less calories, burn more calories will naturally reduce your weight.
Yeah, I agree. People say that eating healthy is boring, time-consuming, expensive.
I used to think that.
Yeah. We don't think any of that. We eat a lot of veggies, salad, chicken, and chicken is very diverse because you can season it differently every single day. Chili, Cajun, Thai, Mexican,
chili,
garlic, with lots of veggies. I mean, just combine it with everything like that.
and chili.
Chili, spicy. We do like it spicy.
We do like it spicy.
Yes. But I mean, you make that dish, salad and veggies and chicken, all different kinds of ways.
And we
It's
don't
never
forget we
boring.
got the Pro Home Cooks channel. We got their miso dressing that we keep in the fridge all the time now.
Yeah.
So that's
Super
fantastic.
tasty.
Oh god, that's amazing, and it's just it's an immediate go-to healthy because we know what went in it.
Yeah.
Salad
Exactly.
dressing. It tastes amazing and is spicy.
Spicy. Yeah. Some people, they actually are meal preppers, and I have a lot of respect for them because they can organize what they're going to eat for the whole week. Have that set up in the fridge. So they know, okay, Monday we're going to have this for dinner. We're going to have this for breakfast the next day. We're not like that, actually.
That's a routine too far for us, I think.
Yeah, I like to be spontaneous. We are lucky that we have a really nice farmers market close by, so I like to go there.
And we live right near a supermarket too.
Exactly, and see what's on offer and see what kind of tickles our fancy that day.
I mean, we often will just sit there and go, what do we fancy tonight?
Yeah.
And then one of us will zip out to the supermarket or the market and grab what we need.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Fresh is key, I think.
Exactly. And you'll be surprised as well. I don't know, maybe that's a German thing, but over here the prices are actually really reasonable for salad and fresh
produce.
stuff.
Oh my god.
Doesn't last long. It'll go off in a heartbeat if you're not paying attention to it, but it's it's pretty cheap.
That is true. The price of produce is quite reasonable here in Germany. So if you need an idea for a quick and tasty salad, stick with us till the end of the video and I'll show you a nice little salad that you could make, maybe tonight.
Yeah. And while you're waiting, maybe like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh.
That's what all the cool kids are saying. We need a TikTok.
Exactly.
We need a TikTok. All it does is it just comes up and for 5 seconds just says like, comment and subscribe and a link to the channel.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
Happy life.
Oh god. Yeah.
Anyways.
I'm older than her, by the way. Training. Figure out what you want to achieve first and then kind of train accordingly, right? So for us, we're watching our weight. That was the most important thing. So cardio made the most sense, right? Now, if we were trying to build or tone or, then we would probably watch a bunch of YouTube videos and then figure out that we needed to up the resistance on the stuff.
Some weights.
Yeah, exactly. But we focus on cardio because it's all about burning off the tea cakes that we've just eaten. So for us, it was about we want to be out of breath, sweaty, know we've worked. That's good. Being on the floor, gasping for lungfuls of air, collapsing, calling for an ambulance is probably too much cardio. But we want to find a balance, right? That's what we do for. So I go on my exercise bike. And Heidi goes normally on the rowing machine.
Sometimes I like to change it up a little bit. Instead of rowing, I would do my HIIT routine. HIIT means high intensity interval training, which means, let's say I would focus on arms one day, or I would focus on stomach.
Or buns of steel.
You like that, don't
I
you?
do.
Variety is important for me.
Unfortunately, as we said earlier, due to my knee, I can't do any of that kind of switching it up and doing different things. So I have to stick to my exercise bike and cardio routine because it's something I know I can do every day. My knee does allow me to pedal. It doesn't allow me to jump up and down and get my buns nice and steely.
You go hell for leather.
I do go like a demented hamster. Yeah, that's true.
We always try to train right after work and before we go anywhere. And we have the luxury of being able to train at home.
Yeah, that's true. We're very lucky that way.
So what we tend to do is we distract ourselves by watching a TV show.
Yeah, normally a food show.
Yeah.
Because we're torturous. We try and torture ourselves because I guess we have a sadistic streak or something.
We live vicariously through people who love eating just junk food, and we always wonder, are they going to finish this massive plate of food or not? Because we're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's what we were watching recently, isn't it? Man versus food challenges and stuff like that. But previously, Guy Fieri, or Fieri as he insists on calling himself, wrongly by the way, but still, Guy Fieri, is probably responsible for me losing a good 3 or 4 kilos during lockdown. Which is really ironic considering the amount of food the man consumes on his tours.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's what we do. That's our routine.
Another thing we recommend would be to set goals for yourself, right? And by goals, I mean obviously you can set a weight goal. If you're trying to lose weight, you can say, I want to weigh X kilos or X stones, pounds, 100 weight, whatever it is. But what we mean by goals actually is like training goals. So like track your improvement. So because you'll be surprised just how quickly you improve. I mean, I remember when I started my first few sessions, like feeling like death after doing half an hour. Back then I was trying to do even longer. I was just trying to go as long as possible, and getting. I think on my exercise bike back then I would do like almost an hour, 11 kilometers or something, and I'd be happy.
Really?
But within about a month of doing it on the daily, I was up to 15 kilometers in 45 minutes. So it just shows you the improvement. And my goal currently is. My aim is to we train for 30 minutes. We should point that out actually. We train for 30 minutes every day because it's a time period including showers and stuff afterwards that allows us to be done in an hour. And we figure we can give up an hour every day. So we train for 30 minutes, and in that 30 minutes my goal is I want to get 20 kilometers on my exercise bike. Now I run at very little resistance because it's all cardio, so I'm not looking at trying to increase the muscles. I just run at a comfortable, easy resistance.
And look at that, is that when you first started, you just said is that you biked for an hour, you got about 11. And now you're doing 30 minutes.
Half the time,
20
double, twice
kilometers.
as much.
What?
Yeah. And that's 2016 I started, and it's obviously in 5 years.
Impressive.
It's quite an uptick.
Yeah.
I do. I average 40 kilometers an hour in speed, and I get 20 kilometers in half an hour. So
And I notice what you do is that when you do hit a specific goal, let's say I think it was about a half a year ago, you had about 19.
Yeah.
And you said, okay, no, I've hit my goal. Now I wanna try a little bit more.
Yeah.
And now you've reached that 20 kilometers for half an hour. I wonder when you're going to set your next goal.
Well, yeah, it's hard. 20 is really hard, but I'm getting it. But the thing is, I don't consider a goal achieved unless I can do it consistently. So I've been doing 20 kilometers every day now for
it's a couple of months.
now.
Yeah.
So I can definitely consider it goal achieved. So I'm trying to get up beyond it now. So I have I've gone up as high as 20.4, but not regularly enough. And sometimes like today, I'm just happy to hit 20. To be honest, so I'm just happy to be done and just like okay, I got 20. That's good. But 20 is my right now. 20 is my goal, but also my minimum.
Yeah.
Like I'm not happy if I don't hit 20, but I'm perfectly happy if I just sneak into 20. So, but I don't cheat. I don't cheat myself. If I don't hit 20, I don't hit 20. If that's just the way it is. If I get 19.9, well, then I get 19.9. I'm annoyed with myself. Probably shouldn't be, but you know, at the end of the day, you set goals and you want to achieve them, right? Like Heidi's goal on the row machine is also on low resistance because it's cardio based.
I do low resistance, and I do it in 5-minute intervals. I want to do about 220 reps every 5 minutes. Yeah. So that's the goal that I have, and if I don't reach that goal, then I know I need to push myself a little bit harder. Otherwise, I won't get to, let's say, 1,300 reps total after 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's really interesting actually, because like when we train together, I call it out every 5 minutes, and it's a good sort of mental. Both of us just look at the screen, how we doing, you know, and we give ourselves that little bit of an extra incentive. And I'll spot if Heidi's form drops, and she'll, you know, if I call it short pulling. And I'll call her out on it, and then if I slow down and my pedaling drops, and she'll call me out on it, and like we motivate each other to keep going. So that's kind of cool, and we make it a couples activity. Yeah, really and truthfully.
We've done that for a long time now, and it's just become part of our routine again.
Exactly. And I kind of miss it when Heidi's not in the room with me, when she's down doing her high interval intensity heat training, and I think you miss it if I'm not there because
you had your tattoo.
I had a new tattoo done recently. Yeah.
Exactly, and then you're not training for a week
and
to
I'm
make
not
your...
allowed.
Yes.
George says no.
Exactly.
So I'm not allowed to train for a week.
So I always have to train on my own.
Yeah, and that sucks.
That does suck. It really does. Because we do motivate each other.
Yeah, we do.
Really do.
We do. We're not trying to be all cutesy, but we do.
No.
That's true.
But I do like you also by my side, just to... I'm not alone either with training. But yeah, that's just me.
So I guess what we're saying about the setting goals for yourself and things like that is so that you don't kind of train within yourself. You don't train inside your comfort zone. You want to train outside of that. Okay? You want to work hard, because I see a lot of people, and it's just my opinion. It's purely anecdotal, but I see a lot of people who train. They go for a jog every day, but they barely break a sweat. And then they complain that nothing's working, and it's kind of like, well, I mean, don't get me wrong, some exercise is better than none. Obviously, that goes without saying. But if you're not pushing yourself and you're not working your heart, you're not burning a lot of calories. You could just as easily, in my opinion, go for a walk. Now, I could be completely wrong, and people can slaughter me in the comments. Feel free. But it's just, I feel that you kind of need to be working hard, sweaty, out of breath. That's how you know your heart's been pumping. That's how you know you're burning calories and you're working off the thing that you want to work off. So certain of don't train within yourself, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Hence the goals.
And on top of all this, we try to just stay active. And one thing that we did mention before is that we go on a daily walk with Daisy. We recently bought bikes. Looking forward to that because the weather's starting to warm up, and we're looking forward to nice bike rides, and who knows, we might actually take this video outdoors, and we'll show you kind of
this shit on the rodeo.
Exactly. Do like a vlog while on a bike ride.
That could be fun. Yeah, we have talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, like, don't be afraid to ask for advice. I mean, watching YouTube videos, hopefully like this one, is a good way of doing it, but you can't beat advice from people that you know and trust that have either done it or like are super fit. Like my whole training routine and diet plan and everything came from a friend who was ridiculously athletic and ridiculously fit. But he had an appreciation for what worked, right? He was good at nutrition and he was good. So I asked him, and he also said, like, if I was going to a gym, part of the reason you pay your membership is because they have people there who can help you, right? And they can advise you. So you're paying this company. So ask for advice. Never ever be afraid to ask for advice. If you don't see something working, or if you don't think it's working, you don't feel like it's working, ask somebody. Don't just keep doing the same old, and then wonder why it's not working. And then eventually the worst thing happens is that you give up.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you can do.
Whereas a bit of advice, or as we said earlier, a visit to a doctor or speaking to your family also can give you that kind of like extra bit of info that perhaps you were missing.
Don't be too proud to ask.
Yeah, that's a better way of putting it. Or embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed about asking. People will appreciate or realise that you're trying to improve yourself, and they will help you for it.
Yeah.
Very few arrogant people around when push comes to shove. You know, when it comes to actually, you know, they're not going to go, what do you want to do? You're trying to lose weight, fat boy. They're not going to do that to you. Most of the time, if you're in a gym, they're there to help you. And if you say, look, this isn't working, they're going to offer their help.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if they do that to you in a gym, they probably exactly they're in the wrong profession to start with. Yeah. The main thing is we train, we eat healthily, and we take care of ourselves. And because of that, we get to let loose, and we get to eat the foods that we want to eat, with from baking and cooking and all that. But we get to enjoy that.
Yeah, it just helps us stay sane. All the projects that we do, it gives us something to look forward to. You know, we can treat ourselves. Christ, we've had burgers, we've had scones, afternoon tea, we've baked cakes, we've made bloody homemade pasta. We haven't shown you any of that yet, but you know, I say we'd have to make it again. But yeah, we enjoy ourselves.
Yes.
You know, and we allow ourselves to do these things. We train so that we can do these things. I think that's the point.
Yeah, we stay active so that we can enjoy food.
We often say, don't we? What's the point? Like, why are we torturing ourselves? I say torture ourselves. That's a joke, by the way. Why are we?
Is it though?
why are we training every day if we then never allow ourselves to enjoy it?
Exactly.
Like, I train and I trust myself these days that going from like 20 stone down to 12 and a half, I think I am at the moment. If I do that because I trust that I can do it again. So if I gain a little bit of weight, I mean, we're not talking a lot, luckily, but if I gain a bit, I know I can work it off. Like, I had my tattoo recently. I had a tattoo, my tattoo, like you know what I'm talking about. I had a tattoo recently, and I wasn't able to train. And in that week, I kind of treated it as a cheat week. You know, I still ate reasonably healthily. I mean, Heidi was training, so you know, we still ate the nice tasty salads and stuff like that. But I would allow myself a few biscuits here and there, or a bar of chocolate, or you know, I wouldn't worry. I ate lunch. I don't normally eat lunch. Things like that. I wasn't too worried about it. And sure, by the end of this week, I've gained, what was it, like 2 kilo and a half, 2 kilos, you know, and I've already lost some of it in one day, you know, so I can trust that I will. So that means I know that by just keeping up with the routine that we've built for ourselves, I can enjoy myself and not worry, because I'm not all of a sudden going to become this, you know, old Dave. So,
exactly. You keep on it and you keep yourself in check.
Exactly. Like I say, what's the point? You know, why would I bother training and keeping in shape if I can't allow myself?
Exactly.
A bit of a treat here and there.
And I think when you do have that treat, then you say, okay, right, I'm going to work it off now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I do, at least. I don't kick myself for it, or I don't feel all too bad about it, but I tell myself, okay, I've treated myself, and I'm going to work it off. What we do
is we know that it's a treat.
Yes.
We allow ourselves to have it. If the mood takes us, then like we said, we just do it. But we know it's a treat, and it's not something we do every day. You know, and that's the most important thing. Like I said earlier, I guess it's that old cliche of everything in moderation.
Yes.
But it's true.
It's so true.
Have a blowout, but understand that you're going to pay for it, and you pay for it by making sure that you stay in check and keep your training up, and then you'll work it off in no time at all.
Yeah, exactly.
If you do it every day, well, then it's, firstly, number one, it's not a treat anymore, and number two, then your body, no amount of training is going to help keep it off.
Exactly.
You know, unless you're a competitive eater who does massive deficit days, as we've learned, which I couldn't do that. It would kill me. I don't think I could do that.
Or you're in your early 20s and your metabolism is way up there.
Like a thermonuclear reactor.
Yeah.
Exactly. In which case, nothing you do matters.
Yeah. And if you are watching this and you are in your early 20s,
let me remind you of my picture of what could happen to you if you don't pay attention.
So does this mean that it'll work for you? Who knows? Give it a try. We just know that this works for us. We're fully aware that both of our jobs actually allows us to train from home, that we have that set schedule, that we can train together.
Yeah, that's true. We're very lucky. Even that we have the space to have exercise machines. Not everybody has that luxury either. I mean, yeah, we know that we're not saying that do what we do and you'll be fine. We're not trying to suggest that. We're certainly not hoping that we're not preaching to you, but we just, this is what we do, and if it helps you, great.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't help you, maybe some of it will. If anybody has questions, leave them in the comments, and we'll try and help wherever we can.
Exactly.
But-
And make it your own. These are just ideas
Yeah.
from our life, and it's important that you make it your own.
Yeah, exactly. Stay healthy.
And sane.
Yeah, and we'll see you in part 2, which could be the cabinet back there. Maybe
What could that be?
the booze cabinet.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why I did that.
I don't know either. I mimicked you too.
Just relax. Hey. I weighed a lot of money. I weighed a lot of money. I ate a lot of money.
An integral. Yeah, integrals. Integral.
Let's stop that bit again then, shall we?
Okay.
Yes. Talk family, you will.
Yeah.
So a little disclaimer here. I don't know why I keep pointing at you. I've pointed at you a few times already in this short video so far. I think I got a bit that's usable.
Yeah. Because shortly after you'll have to cut that out.
Yeah, I could just cut out the. Oh my god, what am I doing?
Integral. No, I'm saying the word wrong.
Integral.
Integral.
Yeah, integral.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm thinking.
Okay.
A regular, an integral.
Okay.
Okay.
Important.